2006 Jaguar XJ6. This is the 2.7 diesel model. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork. Look down this side, you can see it is nice and straight going down the driver's side. Looking down this front wing, it's all nice and solid in there. Obviously aluminium this car, so shouldn't have much in the way of corrosion, but you might have the odd bit of alley rash here and there, which we'll point out if we can see it. It's got the larger sport wheels on it, and it has got a matching set of all-terrain tyres on it. Oh, sorry, not all-terrain, all-season tyres on it. I don't think a Jag would be particularly good off-road, so all-terrain's a waste of time, but yes, all-season tyres. And it's got the larger 5-spoke sport wheels, like I said. Coming down this driver's side, you can see that sill is nice and clean all the way along. Driver's door's nice and tidy, there's no real sort of scratches or scrapes or anything. Tiny little scuff on the corner of the wing mirror there. On this A-pillar, that's all nice and tidy. The roof again, nice and straight, it's not covered in any sort of ripples or dents. Got a very light, you can't actually see it, series of scratches, it's almost like it's been washed with a sponge or something like that. Aluminium trim around the windows is nice and clean. Quite often this goes faded and milky, but this is good. Clear glass on this one as well. Jags do look better with clear glass. Everyone sort of seems to tint them and they just, to me, look awful, whereas that looks much better. Nice clear glass. Got a little bubble in the paint down the bottom of this rear door there. Other than that, no marks or scratches on the door. This rear arch, nice and solid all the way around. Another good wheel, matching tyre. Does look good on those sport wheels, I'd say. Rear bumper fits nice and straight, doesn't sort of hang down or anything like that. This corner all nice and tidy. Chrome works good. This rear quarter again, no real issues. You've got a very tiny scratch just here. Can't even see it on the camera. Rear boot lid, or only boot lid even. Nice and straight, not covered in any ripples or anything. Rear bumper's all good all the way across. Twin exhaust, nice and clean. Quite often one of them sags lower than the other, but that's all good. Both tail lights nice and bright, no cracking or any moisture or anything in them. And going down this passenger side, you can see again, not full of ripples or anything like that. This little scratch here, another little scratch just there. This arch all nice and solid all the way around. Another good wheeling tyre. Bottom half of this door's all good. Nothing really to note there. Up and over the roof line, again that's all nice and tidy. Not really any stone chips. You've got a little mark in the trim just down there. We've got a little scratch just here. In fact, actually that's dirt, that'll come off. You've got a chip in the door just here where it's been opened on something. Another one just here, but very, very tiny. Little scuff on the wing mirror. And this front wing and arch, all good. Another good wheeling tyre. On the bonnet, we've got a little bit of a scrape that sort of starts here. Goes up to here, just very faint. Again, that might actually polish out. The bonnet itself, nice and straight, no dents or anything in it. A few little stone chips down the front, and we've got a little scuff just here. Headlights are desperate for a polish. They'd look so much better after a good polish. You can see they've sort of gone milky. Lower half of the bumper, you've got some stone chips and things, but no major scrapes or anything. And a little bit where someone's polished through the paint there at some point, or scraped something across it. Have a look at the interior. So grey outside, cream inside, with a darker wood. Door card's nice and clean. Driver's seat, we've got a little bit of wear on the bolster here, and a little bit more there. Other than that, it's good. It's nice and firm. None of the padding or anything's been lost. Carpet set's nice and clean. Steering wheel's got a little bit of wear, but nothing major. Spec-wise, we've got heated seats, the larger screen with the nav and everything, aircon, dual zone aircon, steering wheel controls, cruise control, auto wipers, auto lights, and what looks like phone prep. It's 167,000 miles on this one. If you check the history, check the description, we'll detail what we've got in the way of service history, things like that. Back on the driver's side, this door card's nice and clean. Rear bench seat generally is lovely and clean actually. No sign of any real wear. Being the armrest and stuff, that's all nice and tidy. All complete as it should be. Backs of the seats are good. Carpet set. Could do with a hoover, but it's not got any ingrained dirt. Quite often this piece of trim here gets really filthy, but that's good. Little bit of sagging in the headline, but it hasn't come away. Really common issue on this sort of era Jag. Look in the boot, again, massive boot on these things. A couple of little marks in the carpet here and there, but generally pretty good. Lift that up and have a look underneath. You've got a full-size spare, matching wheel, all nice and clean and tidy in there. Underside of the boot lid's good. I did notice before it's got a little mark in the paint there just above the badge. And we do have the soft close boot as well. It's always nice. Rear passenger side, again nice and clean. Rear bench is really, really good. Back of that seat nice and clean as well. Another good door card, and again front seats are electric as well. Loads of adjustment in them, nice and comfy being a Jag. Seat generally is really good. A little bit of wear on the outside there, but tiny amount. Dash and everything's nice, none of the wood's faded or peeled or anything like that. Armrests are good as well, quite often that's the first thing to wear. Then under the bonnet, again modern Jags, you don't see a huge amount, but you can see the metal on the in and around the strut tops, which all looks to be alright. There's no sign of any sort of fluids dropping out of it or anything like that. It was driven to us, it's always started when we've gotten it started, all that sort of stuff. Like I say, if you check the description, we'll detail what we know in the way of service history and things like that. So important thing on these is a little bit of rattle when they start, but this one's lovely and quiet, no sign of any rattles. No sign of any smoke coming out the back. And again, warning light wise, we've got driver's door open, bonnet open, which obviously we've done, and the warning light for those being open. Drop that window and shut that down. So there you have it, 2006 2.7 twin turbo V6 diesel XJ6. Any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.